Happy Friday. I'm Jennifer from the Somerset County Family Community Health Science Department, and we're here in the kitchen today having a little fun with peanut butter and jelly. I hope everyone is having a great start to being back to school, and I know for many lunches, peanut butter and jelly is a go-to for lunch. So what we're going to do is transform that into a healthy muffin that you can use for breakfast, on the go, after school snacks, any time of day. And this is going to be great for meal prepping because you can have a dozen, you can make a double batch, you can freeze these. So this is going to be really helpful in your meal preparations. So in a small bowl, I have 1 cup of all-purpose flour, and we're going to add a half a teaspoon of baking powder and a half a teaspoon of baking soda. That in here. Okay, and we're also going to do 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Now the recipe, I'm adding one more special ingredient. I always, especially when baking, I always love to boost the nutrition wherever I can. And one way I do that is by adding flaxseed to a lot of my baked goods and waffles and pancakes. It just gives added fiber, it gives added protein and nutrients. So what I'm going to do is just add, like 1 heaping teaspoon to the bowl. So we're going to set this aside. So now I have my large bowl, and we're going to add a half a cup of peanut butter. Now, I stress to you to buy the natural peanut butter, so the only ingredient is peanuts. You don't want to buy a lot of the national brands. Check your labels. You don't want to see an ingredient, especially the first ingredient being sugar. So I'm just going to scoop, and you can see the natural peanut butter, it's like a little drippy because it has the oils coming out of it, and you can just take your spoon and just kind of mix it together so that you're grabbing a lot of the peanut butter. If you have allergies, you can absolutely substitute like a sun butter for this, so you can make it peanut free. So we're going to add that to our bowl. And it mixes really nice. I use this a lot when I do my protein balls. So search our recipes for protein ball recipes. Those are also great for meal prepping and being on the go. All right, and then I have a half a cup of packed brown sugar that we're gonna add. All right, so then I'm gonna grab my hand mixer and just blend this, making sure all the bits are nice and combined. I just want to let you know the rest of the ingredients that we're going to add. We're going to add 2 tablespoons of applesauce. So you'll see this recipe has no butter, it has no oil in it. So the applesauce kind of acts as what oil would do, and it just gives it nutrients and nice flavor. So 2 tablespoons. And just so you know, if you are making this recipe at home, a lot of times I have these to-go unsweetened applesauces in my pantry. So this is about 4 tablespoons. So if you are making a double batch, all you need is 1. If you're making this at home and your kiddies are nearby, do your 2 tablespoons and let them just finish the rest. Nicole used to love to do that. And then I'm going to add a half a cup of plain Greek yogurt. This is pink because it's not plain, it is raspberry. I used up all of the plain making our first batch. So again, sometimes you just go with what ingredients that you have. This again adds more protein, it adds calcium. So we're gonna give this a blend. Then we'll add our dry ingredients. So what I'm going to do is just mix the rest by hand. Get out all those great ingredients. just grab your spatula and just mix until it's all combined into a nice batter. Now I've preheated my oven to 350 degrees and I've sprayed a 12-cup muffin pan. All ready to go. You don't even need to use liners because sometimes when you use liners, they get all sticky. You know, the batter sticks to that. So just spray it real good. Okay, everything looks pretty combined. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is grab our muffin tins and we're going to scoop about a dollop of, a little more than half, not a dollop, about a little more than half of batter in here because we're going to add some jelly. I'm using raspberry flavor jam. You could use jam, you can use preserves, again, whatever you prefer really with your family. And if you have an abundance of berries and you like to do home preservation, maybe you made your own jam. I mean, I know figs are in season and a lot of people are taking, if you have a fig tree, let me know in the comments if you do. I think that's so awesome. I know our FCHS educator has a fig tree, so Shalja has one and hers were delicious. So you can definitely make a jam with any fruit that you have. Okay, so I'm just putting all of these in here. And then we're gonna add a dollop of jelly. So, you know what, this is so much healthier, and I will tell you, my guilty pleasure are donuts. I do enjoy a really good donut. So if you're thinking of having a jelly donut, think of making these instead. You're gonna get that jelly taste, but these are so much healthier. So you can see how much I put in here, about half the pan. And then what you're gonna, I'm just gonna slide this out of the way so you can see what I'm doing. Then you just take and you wanna use low, if you're buying this, you wanna use low sugar if you can grab that. So you're just gonna take a little dollop of the jam and put it on top and just do that with all of them, okay? So it's not like a precise measurement. Then once you have that all on them again, you just take a little bit more batter and place it on top, okay? So they're all gonna look like that. You're gonna put it in your oven and bake for about 20 to 25 minutes. And then when they come out, they look like this. As you can see, I'm gonna grab this one. This one looks really cool. You can see the jelly coming out. And these are so delicious, so moist. I'm gonna cut one in half so you can see the inside. So you can see how the jelly kind of, you know, swirled in there. When you are putting it in the pan, you can take your knife and swirl it around if you want. But these are so delicious. They do freeze well, but you won't even need to freeze them because your family's just going to be enjoying them in the morning, after school, before bedtime, with a nice glass of milk. Nice healthy snack for you. So look in the comments below for the recipe. And this is our last chance because we're compiling all your wonderful feedback. So if you have not filled out our survey on our Facebook Live program, please do that. It's pinned to the top of the page, and I will also put it in the description and in the comments below because we really value your feedback, whether you've been a loyal watcher for our past 4 years or you're just tuning in today and catching this recipe. Let us know your thoughts. Let us know what you'd like to see. We really appreciate it. Have a great weekend.